Brothers and sisters, generals, welcome to another EBX and Lord Lamont show, thus EBX discussion, where sometimes I speak by oneself, as I always say, and have discussions with Lord Lamont. And we didn't get a discussion in yesterday. He was standing on some business. He was actually being pretty productive and couldn't get to it, but he was taking care of some business. So, but still helped him out. He came by, still spoke to him and seen him. You know, we see each other even when we're not doing discussions. But he's doing okay, and he's standing on business in his life. So to may that great divine be in his life, as well as one's all my children, divine children, biological children, divine family, biological family. May that great divine just protect us, keep us strong and prospering and aware. You know, I always got to honor thy ancestors, those who fought so very hard to get many of us in that great divine space that we are in. So we got to be thankful, you know, far and near, you know, brother and sister, man, that was a general that never gave up on humanity and our culture, our divine warriors, our ancestors, man. And I'm going to get into a couple of ancestors that just passed away a few days ago, and it was posted a few days ago. I'm going to get into that, but salute to my son Ethan, is doing well. I just uploaded a video where he was playing the French horn, and King Ethan showing his talent. That's the title of it, and just uploaded it not too long ago. So salute to my children. They're all great, my biological and divine, but they're all doing well, and we just got to be there to guide them. So salute to the generals who are guiding the youth out there, brother, sister, family, male, female, in the world, online. And it's wonderful when we come into, man, a strong fortress of peace and go beyond this human flesh, brothers and sisters. If you heard nothing else on this channel from me, you know, go beyond this human flesh, because the human flesh can be a mother hubber. And once we conquer the flesh, as I always say, we get to that deep, divine, spiritual, and stop the madness within ourselves and deflect all madness on the outside, coming from person, place, thing, you know. And it's really rampant these days. And I want to get into a little side note because I got 7 spellbreaker statements, and got a brother I want to speak on that's hip-hop artist. I love hip-hop, as well as my son Lord Lamont. Salute to all the hip-hop and music lovers out there, that those that like all kinds of music, because I like all kinds too. I just speak on hip-hop a lot because I always say it's my first love, ladies. That's what I'm married to. But yeah, I want to get to some side notes, just a few side notes, and I'm again speak on some ancestors, that a brother and a sister that transitioned here recently. I'm gonna get into that because I always and forever honor thy ancestors, far and near. I always say those that we held dear in our families, may they rest in peace and in power, because those that I held dear in mind, I carry that spirit with me. You know, no matter what we do to the body, the righteous spirit lives on, especially when it was a righteous spirit. It lives on forever. So taking away the body is just for nothing. You just amplify that spirit, because as we know, many historians that came before us, their spirit is alive and well today, and manifesting in those who are seeking that truth and taking that torch and not playing with this punk ass matrix. But a little side note, I've been seeing a lot of individuals, mainly females, been getting fired for TikTok videos about the job, or on the job. So just a little advice. See, that's an example right there, how social media, that's when you know it has taken over your mind, when it causes you to lose your job. You know, not that the job is everything, but you know, we in this here system, so you know, gotta work, pay bills and all that stuff. But there's a certain code we have to go by, you know, and we don't want everybody to know everything anyway, you know. So, you know, that's a lesson learned. I hope those who have gotten fired for making videos on the job because of that, because we are living in a surveillance world. I don't know what people are thinking. So that's what I'm saying. Social media can really F with the mind if one is not aware. So just wanted to speak on that, because I like to suggest, teach, and give advice, because I've been there, done that too. I could have been headed in that direction where my mind is effed up and chasing clout and likes and all that bullshit. It don't mean nothing. A platform is just a place of expression. People get cameras and lose their fucking mind. Seriously. But, you know, may that great divine be in their life And the best thing we can do for oneself is learn and keep it moving naturally, like Mama Nature, and conquer this damn flesh. Because the flesh is a mother hubber. It's the biggest wall we'll ever come into. Real talk. And as I love to say, we can go a lifetime. I always use myself as an example. The light bulb really didn't come on to one hit 50. Real talk. And not all of us go through that journey, but that was my journey. We all have our journeys, but and we all come into that truth. What are we, or what are you gonna do when that truth comes for you? Because it comes for all of us. We all have a truth one has to deal with, whether it's the world or within ourselves. But of course, as most of our great philosophers say, male or female, brother or sister, the best truth and the only truth that we'll be able to conquer is that one within. Because you conquer that enemy within, we can conquer anything on the outside. Conquer our life, brothers and sisters. Because divine power and the power of that Mama Nature cannot be matched. I don't care what devil, what evil entity, what the fuck they do. You got that divine power within, it can't be matched, brothers and sisters. And many of us in these times, a lot of us are experiencing that. That's why we got all these generals out here, reachers and teachers, platform or not. Those who's putting it down in the communities and giving to humanity and their culture, and not giving a damn about this toxic ass world, because we're of the world, not in it. When you're vigilant, especially within one's soul, and then it's a righteous ripple effect. Remember that realm, that realm starts with ourselves, children, family, significant other, work our way out, because we got generals on that outer realm, the outer inner realm, not the outside. Because the very, very tip top outer is where the distractions are. But that deep inner core, that inner realm, where those we are connected to and know that are true, we protect each other in ways we don't even know. That's why we shouldn't take the spiritual realm, for granted. Get into it, go deeper. Don't get out of that conditioning the evil entities has kept us in. And upon decades, it's time to break out this toxic wall of flesh and step into some new way of thinking, a new life. And we can breathe and not be stressed and see things before they get to us. We can be that powerful, but we can't be petty and arguing and don't explore new things, a new way of thinking. I love to use that example of Malcolm X, rest in peace and in power. When we're righteous in our thinking, when we're righteously thinking right, we eat right. When we think right, we talk right. When we think right, we act right. When we think right, we move right. When we think right, we teach right. We see right. So many things stem from a righteous thought, and it's just a means for a better life, like positivity, positive energy. Can never go wrong, because negative energy isn't good. So that's why we have to have as much positive energy as possible. And it's a way of dealing with situations, not floating on no damn cloud, like I always say. But I love the clouds, nature, and all that. And I usually have that on the banner, but what I got on the banner today is a futuristic city. And those who are deep thinkers, we're always thinking about the future. And the only way to be somewhat aware of the future, we have to be present as brothers and sisters, and that's hands down. Because if one, again, is free falling through life, not aware, don't give a damn, and selfish and hurting people, danger, I feel sorry for you. Because I say over and over again, 1,000 times, we all gonna get old one day. That's something everybody can agree on. So what I haven't said in a long time, what we do righteous in the present will ultimately benefit us in the future all day long. So what are we doing in the present? Are we conquering this flesh? Are we finding new ways to keep thoughts out of our mind, body, and soul? Because sometimes thoughts are not ours. A lot of it comes from this media, a good part of it, and whoever we hang around, things, how we view the world, all plays a part in our thoughts, our behavior, and how we act to things. As I heard from a great brother, not react. We learn that over time. We be a brother and sister of action and family, not reaction. Now was a time I didn't know that, but of course we learn from experiences, little jewels along the way, maybe some from our families, our own selves, reachers and teachers, brothers and sisters we meet along this journey, because Great Divine always placed a warrior in our path. It's just a matter of us listening to it. But a lot of times that truth we come into, it's not going to be the way we think it is or we want it to be. Sometimes truth can be staring us in the damn face and we don't even see it until it's what? Too late. Y'all know I be rhyming. But some of us, we have time, but we don't have time, Great divine mama nature is the author of patience and time. We only have a short time on this planet. I don't know why a lot of us can't see that. We need to stop the fucking madness. And I was listening to a comedian. His name is Black Ron. And this brother is dope. I was listening to this dude. He was letting it go. He said the madness need to stop. The shit just it's just too much. It's too much. For one, it's too much information out there. We don't know now. We'll never know, Time to stop the fucking madness. For real talk. And stop letting the weakest that be, it's time for them to go. Real talk. We need to be the powerful beings, that great divine that's called many of us brothers and sisters to do. But we not I would say some people, not those who are righteous, but you got those that don't have a clue, and I'm not saying that in arrogance, because many of us, again, that's how a lot of these warriors were developed, because we have learned from the experiences and made us stronger. That's what make us vigilant. The more knowledge we seek, the more truth we seek in oneself, the stronger we'll become. But we got to be consistent. We got to give effort. We can't just shriek back into this old punk ass human flesh. You know what I'm saying? We got to go beyond this human flesh. We have our mind expands for a reason. It's the most important muscle for a reason. And again, our mind is like the universe, and we know how vast the universe is. It's just amazing. The mind can learn the things the mind can learn, and how it can it helps with our health and how we look, and keep us looking young and young thinking, not young where we're immature, but just keeping us young at heart. Like this sister I'm going to speak on now. And she was an ancestor, and she was a part of that Tulsa massacre. Rest in peace and in power, Viola Fletcher, the oldest living survivor of the 1921 Tulsa race massacre. And she transitioned at 111, and 111, that's a godly number. And rest in peace and in power, Viola Fletcher. And I love her photo. And she left this world smiling. I'm looking at the photo, and it's one of those clever smiles. It's not a fake selfie smile. You know what I mean? It's one of them smiles showing that she won. Real talk, she won mentally, physically, and spiritually, just by her living to the age of 111. That says something. And I spoke in the past where I see 444 and I see 1111 or 111. I see that a lot. That's a godly angel number. That's a spiritual number. So God called her home, so to speak, at that age. That wasn't a coincidence, because I don't do coincidences. It's just too many signs out there. It's just a matter of not being trapped in this human flesh and not seeing it. If we're exploring and go above and beyond this human flesh, it's just amazing. It's beautiful what that great divine to bring upon our path. Real talk. So again, rest in peace and in power to Viola Fletcher, who was a great impact. And man, a great ancestor, will be never forgotten, because her spirit lives among us now, And I love the smile she has on this picture. Like, yeah, I survived and I stayed. And look how long she stayed around. That's beautiful. All right. And another rest in peace and in power to Jamaican singer and actor and reggae legend, Jimmy Cliff. And I have to do a little research on Jimmy Cliff. I think I may have heard some of his music, but I don't want to, I'm not too familiar with him, but I came across it, and I like Jamaican music. I love Jamaican music. And again, rest in peace and in power, Jimmy Cliff, who transitioned at the age of 81. So he did some good things, made his mark. We all got our little journeys and our goals. Leave our mark in small ways or big ways, but I tell you what, it better be positive. And I want to give another salute, which she's still alive. I want to give a salute to Tracy Ellis Ross, who looks beautiful, and not just because of her looks or her physical look. We all know she physically beautiful, but what stood out to me is how natural she looks. As far as I can see, she's natural. She don't have all them eyelashes and all that makeup and the fake behind and the fake boobs and all that shit. So I just wanted to give her a salute because I think she's 53, and I think she looks beautiful at 53. And I just had to point that out. And many of us know who Tracy Ellis Ross is, which is Diana Ross' daughter. Many people know that, but I think she's gorgeous, beautiful. And I'm looking at a photo of her, and she has like an afro. I love when sisters wear that natural afro, that natural fro. I love it. And when I look at her, I see an inner beauty, and that's what makes her outer beauty radiate. Because we all know she's shapely and, got the backside and all that. But I see a natural beauty there too, and that's what really attracts men, a natural beauty. Like Corey Hogan said, I'm always quoting Corey Hogan. He be dropping jewels. He said when he gets with a female, when he goes on a date, he wants to see her without makeup and none of that shit on, because that's the true woman, right? The true sister. Because how a sister really is how they are when they wake up, without all that makeup and mask and all that bullshit. We want the heart of a sister. I'm telling you, if we can just get the love and the respect, though, like real respect, not none of that fake toxic shit. If we can get like the real respect and true love from that heart of a sister, we would give sisters the world. But but they are out there, just rare. But that's a whole nother topic and podcast. But I spoke on things like that. But again, salute to Tracy Ellis. She look gorgeous. She do. She makes some of these little young girls. She make them look bad, and she 53, which reminds me of a sister I had talked to. My son Lord Lamont and I went grocery shopping, and this lady was either 55 or a little older, and was gorgeous, had the body of a goddess. And but again, not just that, we was just amazed at how great shape she was in, and she was very nice. And she just walked up to me and Lord Lamont, started talking. Lord Lamont spoke on this in a recent podcast he and I did, and I never forgot that. And I was so in my head, I wasn't even picking up that the sister was kind of, I don't know, I want to say hitting on me, but not like, but she did it in a subtle way. But she was so nice and talkative, and just came up to me and Lord Lamont, started talking. And I always say Lord Lamont had great intuition, and he always told me that I missed my opportunity on that sister, because she was my age. She was in her 50s, and she was beautiful. And he's like, Pops, I think she liked you. But again, I was in my head, wasn't paying attention. So I was thinking a bunch of other things. So that's how we can miss stuff, man. If we're not focused, we miss things like that. And Lord Lamont was right. I never forgot that. And there's been a lot of things he's had good intuition on. Like brother I spoke on that I worked with, that no longer working at the job, that he told me about, had intuition about. He never met the brother and ended up being right. So that's something that Great Divine has given Lord Lamont. Great intuition. He said that sister was acting like she liked me, and she did. Came up to us talking, was the nicest, sweetest woman I ever met and seen in my life. Never saw her again. So, and I still go to that store. It's Aldi's. I still go there and shop. And every time I go there, I always think about if I don't even know if I would remember her if I see her. I probably would, because she had that vibe. She had that connection. She definitely knew who she was, and she was in her 50s, which was amazing. So Lord Lamont was like, Pops, you missed your opportunity. She approached you. She liked you. You should have talked to her. And he right, I should have, but I was in my head at the moment. A lot of stuff was in my mind, but that's okay, That's just, I look at it as a lesson, as many of us great generals do. There is no longer regrets. It's a lesson. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we got to keep love within, stay focused and vigilant on things so we won't miss love that may come our way. Real love. You know what I mean? And that can be love romantically, or love through a brother or a sister, So that's why we got to keep love in our heart, and not toxic things and bitter and petty and shit. You ain't going to see nothing if you're petty. Nothing at all. I don't care how sneaky and cunning we think we are. Great Divine, Mama Nature, has the power overall. So little petty ass people need to sit down somewhere. Real talk. Because divine power can't be matched, So let's go above and beyond this human flesh, brothers and sisters, and stop the fucking madness. Real talk at all costs within ourselves, and stop the madness from coming at us, so we can see clearly, so we can be ready for that bright future. Now, of course, I'm gonna get into a hip hop break, and I got 7 spell breaker statements I want to get into, And before I get to this hip hop break, I want to give a salute to Chameleonaire, the rapper. And I love hip hop, so I was give a little hip hop news. And which was a smart brother. He's one of them brothers that outmaneuver. He had great navigation. He didn't get caught up in the old industry. And I did a little research on old Chameleonaire. It's fucking genius. How he made his money is amazing. He even got, I mean, not that it matters, but he even got white folks like, damn, how did he do it? Real talk. Cause the dude is smart, clever. I've never heard his name and no drug through the mud or nothing. So like I said, I've done some research on him, and the dude is smart, very intelligent when it comes to making that money and navigating through this here complex world. Real talk. So salute to him and many brothers and sisters that move like he do. Real talk. All right, so I'm gonna get to this hip hop break. And again, 7 spellbreaker statements. I'm gonna break them down when I come back. Let's see. And like I said, on the banner here and or thumbnail is a depiction of a futuristic city, because I mean, of course we can't ultimately be ready for everything, but we can damn sure be somewhat ready, because when we're ready, we don't have to get ready. So that's what this banner represents, the future. What is the future going to hold in our life? What plans are we making? What plans are we got set for the future? What goals are we attending to? How are we in our mind? Are we small-minded thinking? Because things can and will come off the left. And again, it's not about no paranoia. It's about awareness. And I want to get into having acute awareness. I got a summary on that. And break that down after. Let me see. I'm going to do the summary on acute awareness. And then I'm going to come back with the spellbreaker statements after the hip hop break. And the first song is System Not Your Friend. And it really isn't. So, I mean, I know we got to work these jobs and pay bills and all that stuff, but system not our friend, folks. And has shown us in so many ways. Stick to our truth. It's just sometimes it's just something that we can't help it. Like Malcolm X said, he knew things. Malcolm X knew things was gonna come, but it's just a divine fire in us that we refuse to let anything on the outside put it out, because we've been through too damn much, right, generals, spellbreakers? So be back after this. System, not your friend.
Yeah. Man, the system ain't your friend. I took it back to the roots. And man, you can too. I take a time to be the fool. I live by principles, not no fucking rules. I'ma do what I got to do. As I stay true, I keep my mind while I'm on the grind. I keep the enemy confused because I look within. That's why I can't lose. One with nature, my creator. Yeah, just like the wind. I'm sorry, man, but we've been duped. And no such thing as sin, man. This system ain't your friend. Need to tell you again. Yeah, this system ain't your friend. Here we go again. And man, when it's gonna change? In a minute, 2020, it's still the same thing. Hard to be a black man, got to overstand. This is our land. Pay close attention, what I'm saying. Ain't nothing gonna help you, and not even praying, unless you get up off your butt and do it yourself, man. I'm pushing forward, that is my plan. I'm just trying to stay alive. Don't give a damn about having no fans. You know why? Because the system ain't your friend.
No.
Yeah. Need me to tell you again? Don't mean to be harsh, but don't know who some of you are. I love my family and my friends, so that's a start. Even though we far apart, man, I keep them in my heart. And I keep my strong shield, and I keep my sword sharp. And man, to make it in this life, gotta know who you are. My spirit on fire, and I ain't even no star. Cause fame is a porn, Hollywood is Mars. Cause it's my fucking soul, man, and I'm in fucking charge. This system ain't your friend.
No.
Yeah. Need me to tell you again? EBX, this system ain't your friend. No. Yeah. Let go.
talk. System ain't your friend, brothers and sisters. And if you think it is, you're a fool. Yep. All right. The next song is Right is Right. And I played this before. It's a little positive intro at the beginning of it where I speak a little bit and then I flow into the song. Right is right, brothers and sisters. I don't care how we try to mix and mangle and twist things. Great divine, Mama Nature runs all this shit at the end of the day. Right is right. Be back after this.
Brothers and sisters, this is Wake Up Music. The road we take, the choices we make, will power the road we take and the journeys that we make. And we enjoy the journey along the way. But make sure we try our best to make righteous choices, because it's always great, but it's never too late. But never wait too late, because whether we know it or not, we are in the fight.
Brothers and sisters, be as righteous as we can possibly be. Salute!
We are here, we in the fight. What's wrong is wrong and right is right. Let's go. We are here, we in the fight. What's wrong is wrong is right is right.
Yeah. Like a lot of us, Brother E, stand tough. Been through some things, but we never giving up. Our spirit's so strong, we so in touch. And maintain our sanity, we gotta have guts. So stay fucking shining and don't you dare rust. And keep our mind renewed and good like what we choose. And kindness is a gift, don't get it confused. And to all my family and my sisters and my dudes, there's no time to lose. Like T.I. said, make it out without a bruise, with righteous tools, a day and night, and great divine armor. We ready for the fight. Fight. Rah!
We are here, we in the fight. What's wrong is wrong and right is right. Let's go. We are here, we in the fight. What's wrong is wrong and right is right. Let's go. 'Cause we are here, we in the fight. What's wrong is wrong and right is right.
Yeah.
We are here, we in the fight. What's wrong is wrong and right is right.
Yeah. Yeah, one is real. I'd like to heal and butter inner peace. No one can ever steal.
No.
We learn to just chill, and that is the deal. And breaking through barriers with divine will. It's the red or blue pill. I take and stand tall like a general, and never in this life will we kneel. We love ourselves, we must keep it sealed. A power ignite, be gone, parasite, yeah.
We are here, we in the fight. What's wrong is wrong,
Right is right,
'cause we are here, we in the fight. What's wrong is wrong,
right is right.
let's go. We are here, we in the fight.
Wrong is wrong, right is right. We in the fight.
Real talk, brothers and sisters. We are in the fight, whether we know it or not, And that's that because, man, and people pleasurize this Bible, and everybody says we don't fight against the flesh. We fight against principalities and, whatever. But people don't know how real that is. And but you gotta sift through that Bible to find that truth. Because I'm not a Christian, but some things in there, you're like, wow, it kind of makes sense in some of it, so we're fighting a greater power than ourselves. That's why the great divine and Mama Nature be on us so hard about conquering the flesh, because when we're not being, swayed by the world and stuff, great divine can get in there and help us to deflect things on the outside as well as Mama Nature. Like, I want to give an example. I'm going to go back to Black Ron, the comedian that I was listening to. Man, dude was dope. And he was talking about how in this new time, how he was talking about sex toys. He was talking about how they didn't change, and how perverted people's minds are. Men and women. Now you got men out here having sex with plastic objects. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Just think of where one's mind is. They having sex with a toy, a woman or a man, either or. That means their mind is demented. That means that they have no control over their flesh. Anytime you fornicating with a piece of plastic, something wrong. Something's wrong there. A spring then popped out. Your brain went haywire. Real talk. Porn, all that bullshit. Danger, danger, danger. You're definitely not conquering the flesh with that. Any type of toxic pleasure. Now we have a righteous pleasure, when we're married or we're in a locked in relationship, a solid one now, one that's connected, but not just free falling just for the feeling of it. It is nice. I have to admit, it is nicer when we earn our pleasure. It is when you're connecting and you're with someone you really like, not just someone you're chasing because of where they look, because that can backfire. One has learned. I've been there, done that. We can look at the physical beauty, but there has to be an inner beauty. Because if there is no inner divine beauty, there is no connection. We can have an illusion of a connection, because pleasure can do that. Pleasure can blur the lines. So again, if one is having sex with plastic devices and shit, danger. I had to bring that up. I mean, I heard, but if you hear, I'm pretty sure people know who Black Ron is. He's a comedian. I just heard him for the first time yesterday, and I was blown away. Brother man was dropping some jewels. He said some shit that really make you think. So that was just in my spirit. But salute to Black Ron. He'll definitely be on the next comedy heavy hitters I be doing. I did 3 of them so far. One was on Alex Thomas, one was on Chris Rock, and the third one was me and my son. We spoke on Alex Thomas, and it was a Def Comedy Jam on the banner, and it was called "Don't Forget to Laugh," and it was called Comedy Heavy Hitters Part 3. And my son and I did a discussion on that. But on the next one we'll do, which will be Part 4, Black Ron will definitely be on the list, because he's a jewel dropper. He dropped some jewels. He was funny, aggressive, man. His masculinity was, man, off the chart. So I appreciate brothers like that, real talk, that know how to balance their masculinity, and not overbearing or nothing like that. Got good balance. I salute brothers like that. And there are out there. We just got to be in them circles, right? So let's get to it. Leaders and teachers. I got a summary and 7 spellbreaker statements, and I'm going to salute you divine warriors or generals on to your divine life. Brother, sister, family, in the world, online. Let's go. Leaders and teachers with a student spirit. We're going to speak on having an acute awareness, because it's beautiful. Because then we can go beyond this punk ass human flesh and stop the freaking madness, spellbreakers, at all costs. Let's go. Acute awareness provides benefits such as improved mental and physical health and enhanced problem solving, which is very important. That's the only way we're going to conquer that flesh, to solve problems within. Then we can see clear on the outside. And increased personal safety. It helps reduce stress, promote empathy, balance our empathy though, and can break cycles of habitual behavior like narcissism, repeating the same thing over and over. What we always say, can't keep repeating the same toxic thing and expect a different result. It's utterly impossible. No, and I don't care how cunning, sneaky we think we are. Great divine mama nature rules overall. I don't care what we got and who we think we are. All right. By staying present and observant, individuals can better react to situations. Make sure it's a righteous react. Like I heard a brother say, we act, but we don't react. If I didn't say that already. All right. That's not mine. I heard that from another brother. I listen to speakers too. Remember that. I also learn. All right. React to situations leading to greater life satisfaction and resilience. And that's what it's all about. What we do righteous in the present will always and forever benefit us in the future. Hands down. Many of us are living this. Brother, sister, family. All right. Acute awareness reduces stress and anxiety by focusing outward. I mean, once we fix that inner, we are centered on that divine compass within. Then we can focus on the outward. Awareness can shift us away from self-focused anxieties and frustration. If we tied in being pessimistic and negative all the dang on time and not seeking, and this goes on for years and years, danger. Because I'm telling you, 50 is the fork in the road. We see where we've been, we see where we're going. So we better be doing somewhat right. I mean, it's more than just a saying what we put out, what we get back. I mean, again, we got examples all around us. We have teachers that have shown us, historians. So if we don't know now, we'll never know. At least that's my opinion. So I hope the sisters and people who got fired, and they're all were females, on their booty popping and twerking. And one girl was doing comedy, but it was inappropriate comedy, I guess. And you could hear the lady talking on the phone and said it was, and the lady was furious. The one that was talking said it was inappropriate things you were doing on the video. We can't be doing that shit. We're living in a world of surveillance. What the fuck are people thinking? Seriously. All right. And then be crying later. You can't blame the job. That's what they gotta, cause this is the company we work for, and it's not giving into the system or nothing. But I mean, while we're in this damn system and working these jobs, gotta be smart, especially we got kids. And again, we never know what's gonna come down the road as humans. But the great divine always knows. So that's why we gotta conquer and go above and beyond this human flesh and stop the freaking madness, spellbreakers. All right, spellbreaker statement number 1. Nothing is more powerful than that great divine and mama nature, period. I don't give a fuck. Nothing. I don't care what it is. And we can go almost a lifetime not knowing that, So that's why I got this on the banner. Futuristic city. We don't know what the future holds, So that's why we got to be somewhat prepared and ready, especially mentally. Because the body always follows the mind. All right. Number 2, spellbreaker statement. Salute to one's family, kids, divine kids, and biological kids. And divine family, biological family. Remember that round, kids, ourselves, kids, family, significant other, and work our way out. And remember, we got warriors and generals in that round, not the outer round, the inner round. Be thankful if we are in righteous circles, man. Just be thankful, because it just make us grow. I've been inspired by so many brothers and sisters, as well as my family, in the world and online. All right. Number 3, spellbreaker statement. Lose ourselves in that divine power, and nothing can fuck with us. Once we step into that truth and know challenges may come, once we're vigilant, it will be less challenges because we'll be ready. We'll sidestep things. And that's a very good space to be in. But we have to be in that space to be in that space. If you know what I mean. Take studying, observing, listening, not being in our head, as I said a little while ago, how I kind of missed the opportunity with that beautiful sister that was in her 50s. We never know what great divine has for us. That's the real reason why we have to be aware and not be petty and stuck in this punk ass human body, because we just never know what we may miss that could catapult us into a great life. We sometimes we just miss an opportunity's truth just staring us in the damn face, as I said. All right, spellbreaker statement number 4. Take our spiritual realm serious. Know that we can be that powerful spiritually, especially melanated brothers and sisters. We have that power. Signs, synchronicities, deja vu. That's why we have those things. That's a part of that realm, But again, that damn human flesh, we don't go above and beyond it. And that's it's like a wall. It's like some of us never get past that human wall. And that's the wall before we get to anything else, we got to break through that human flesh wall. Real talk, especially when it's toxic. All right. Spellbreaker statement number 5. Once we let go and have good intentions and a good spirit, this gives divine and mama nature something to work with. Positive energy keeps our vision clear and flowing naturally. We'll be ready for the bumps and the hiccups. There'll be less bumps and hiccups when we're not in a worrying state, when we're in a solution mode. As I always say, if it's something we can't control, put it on the back burner, come back to it. But don't worry ourselves about it, because it will tap into our immune system, All right, spellbreaker statement number 6. Spirituality is not a joke, Take it serious, study it, go deeper, dive deeper. And I'm not talking about religion. Religion ain't nothing but a fucking band-aid. Real talk. Take that shit off and heal that wound that so many of us are carrying, because that's a lot of what erratic, sporadic behavior stem from. It's a void deep within. And again, that's how we got all these generals out here, reachers and teachers, brothers that's stand on business, whether in our family, in the world, online, because we dealt with those so-called voids that some of us used to carry and don't carry anymore. And it's not that one is special. Just when we finally become in tune with that true power that great divine has given all of us, I'm telling you, we'll look back and it's like, why didn't I do this sooner? So it's this old saying goes, never too late, but we can't wait too late. The woulda, coulda, shouldas. All right, let's see. What was that? Okay, that was okay. Now we, last but not least, Spellbreaker statement number 7. Thank that great divine, and Mama Nature every day, much as we can. Thank that force that we walk in nature every day and pays it no mind, but it literally protects us every day of our lives without us even knowing it sometimes, because like I said, I don't do coincidences. I've seen too many signs in one life, like Viola Fletcher, her dying at her transitioning, because we don't die, we transition. Her transitioning at 111. That's not a coincidence, brothers and sisters. And as I said, I've told people about that number 11. All right. And like I said, that was the last one, number 7, Spellbreaker statement. And call down protection is still part of it on our loved ones, and everyone, because we got to keep, again, don't take our realm serious, because I don't do the little superficial Christian prayer. I call it a global meditation, divine prayer. I want it to reach out to all different parts of the world and protect the righteous and our children, brothers and sisters, as out here they're just trying to live their life and handle their business. Protect people like that. And my family, brothers and sisters in the world, online. Now that's how you send a global meditative prayer, not some little insignificant prayer where we asking for stuff. No, because as I love to say, great divine Mama Nature is not no damn light switch. It's the most powerful, two of the most powerful beings, as well as the universe, that we'll ever experience in this life. Nothing is more powerful than that. I don't give a damn. Anything besides Mama Nature, that great divine, and the universe, to me, is a distraction if it's not righteous. Like that song, right is right, wrong is wrong. I don't care how we try to bend things to our will when it's not right. So just gonna be looking crazy in the future and living in the woulda, coulda, shouldas. And I'm telling you, we don't know now, we'll never know. So that was it I had. Thank those for coming in to another EBX and Lord Lamont show. He'll be on the next Father and Son discussion. But for now, we just had an EBX discussion. And again, salute to Ethan. He's doing well. As I said, I just uploaded a video where he's playing the French horn. And may that great divine protect all my children, divine and biological. Keep them strong and prospering, as well as family. Y'all know how I do it. The generals and the spell breakers has been riding along with the brother. We leaders and teachers, remember, with a student spirit. We are not no damn followers. Changing that damn narrative. We are leaders and teachers with student spirit. We ride along with each other. We support each other. We don't follow shit. We all can be leaders. It's a leader in all of us. But some of us take our gifts, and it ain't even a gift if you use it for the wrong thing. Once you take something, that great divine ability or talent, and use it for evil, it's no longer a gift. It's a device to manipulate and trick. And you just lose yourself. Again, look at some of these celebs and things around us. People, not even just celebs, just people on social media and on these phones. Just losing their minds and their life, So we got to stop the madness, brothers and sisters, and be what that great divine and Mama Nature has called many of us to be. And as I said, we all coming to that truth. It's just a matter of what we do with that truth. So again, salute to brothers and sisters, generals, spell breakers, and families, and let's try our best, or not try our best. Let's stop the madness within ourselves and deflect toxic madness, person, place, thing, because it's not just people all the time. It's the media, the world, and politics, and things that distract us and keep us not focusing on what's important. And that's what happened to these individuals that got fired from these jobs, TikToking and shit. So you see what I'm saying? It can just take your mind away. You won't even realize it, So free your mind, and the rest will follow. Real talk, because the body always follows the mind. Remember that. So let's conquer and go beyond this punk ass flesh. Brother, sister, family, spell breakers, salute. been brought to you by Mama Nature and that great divine. Thank you for joining me for my futuristic city. Are you ready for the future?